everyone, and welcome back to Retrospectreviews. And in this episode I'm taking you on a journey as I picked up some great retro gaming stuff in 3 cities across New South Wales in Australia, starting in Canberra, moving over to Queanbeyan and down to Nowra. I did buy myself a pair of these camera glasses. I bought a cheap pair. Quality is not too bad, but it stopped recording, so every time I found something great I went to check the footage and yeah, the camera had stopped recording. So I might have to think of a different option if I do another video like this. I do have some footage which I will insert into the video as I go along, showing you some of the pickups I brought. So let's get on and get thrifting.
Can we go thrift shopping?
So I'm on holiday from work at the moment, so this was a perfect opportunity to leave my local area and head to a slightly bigger city. So I was in Canberra. First places I like to hit when I'm in Canberra looking for retro gaming gear is the Green Sheds. Now they're located at the 2 local tips in Canberra, and they try to recycle things that people threw out that are still usable. And sometimes you can find some great stuff. So the first Green Shed we went to, I picked up a joystick. It's missing the end to plug into the Xbox, but I have a couple of these, so that's not a worry to me. Obviously it's a universal one, so yeah, I just like the green. And also there I picked up another Xbox controller. I'm not too sure, I think this might be a Call of Duty one. Yeah, it looks like a Call of Duty one. If you know what this one is, just let me know. Yeah, so I picked up that controller and an original Xbox controller. So, also there I picked up an iToy for the PlayStation 2. I do have a silver one, but my PlayStation's the black version, and I thought, these, I think I got this for $1 maybe. So I picked up that one to match my PlayStation. Also there I picked up PlayStation 2, a couple of PlayStation 2 games. This one is it works with the Junior Buzzers. This is the Monster Rumble. So I picked that one up. Also got Gran Turismo for the PlayStation 1. I think this one might be, I think it's missing, it's missing the manual. So I picked that up, but yeah, so I picked that up for the PlayStation 1. Also there, I also picked up Sim Mania 3 package. Should have checked this one. I thought I did look in, there was discs in there, but you're trying to hunt down more stuff. But it is missing Sim Chopper, Sim Golf and Sim Safari. I do have Sim Chopper in the original box. I bought brand new years and years ago. I do have Sim Safari I picked up somewhere else, but I don't have Sim Golf, so it's something to be on the hunt for. So I picked that up as well. Also there, I picked up this PC adventure game, Azir's Tier, I think it's pronounced. So I picked that up. Never heard of this one before, but I thought I like adventure games, so I picked that up. Thought that might be fun. Also I picked up King's Quest for the PC. Return to, this one says Mask of Eternity, so picked that one up. We also picked up Worms 3D and The Sims 2 Celebrity Stuff. This is mainly the one thing game related that my wife collects is the Sim games, so she got that for herself. Also she picked up a couple of Sims 3 expansion packs, just there. One thing I picked up, I've been looking for a while, I have a Tandy Coco 3. I had an original when I was a kid, but sold that off to buy an Amiga 500, and I did pick up a second hand one, but unfortunately it didn't come with manuals, came with the manuals, and I just happened to come across them. So here's one of the manuals I picked up for the Tandy Coco 3. Yeah, so it's a bit worn and battered, but it's not too bad. So I got this one, and I picked up this one. These traditionally came with the Tandy Coco 3 when it was released. Also there I picked up Bard's Tale for the Xbox, the original Xbox. Manuals in there, discs in there. Also picked up, I picked up a copy. I thought I picked this up 2 years ago or so. Got home, rookie mistake, didn't check because it was in a whole stack of PS2 games and Xbox games that somebody was selling. Yeah, I picked it up. I think I got them all for about $15. Didn't check them all. Got home, found that the disc for this was missing. So when I saw this, I thought I'd grab it because I've got this didn't come with the manual. But I thought I'd pick it up anyhow because I needed the disc to go with the manual and the other cover, and I think this might be a better cover. So I picked that up. Also picked up Oddworld for the PlayStation 1. So that was a good find. Manual in tow, but the casing is a bit broken. I'm finding it, it's pretty hard to find PlayStation 1 games without the covers being broken or manuals missing. So that was a lucky find, so I picked that up. This is another one that I have this is not, somebody's broken the original case for. This is Metal Gear Solid 2, I think. Is that right? Yeah, yeah. So I've got the cover for this, I've got the manual for it, but I didn't have the game. This is missing the manual, and I'm hoping it is a single disc because that's all I got on this. So I got that. I also picked up another Buzz Junior game, Jungle Party. Unfortunately, I didn't check this one either, and when I got home and was going through them, found that the disc is cracked. So the disc is broken. I haven't tried it yet. It might still work, but we'll just see. I did see a better copy of this, but at another place. But I thought because I already brought it, I thought, oh, this is, what's the point of getting 2 copies? But I should have grabbed it. So the next day, we decided to go and look at the other green shed that's in Canberra. So we head over there. So the next thing one of the things I picked up was Island Extreme Lego for the PC. I do have a couple of other copies of this. I really haven't played them. I just thought, I'll pick it up to go with the other 2 that I picked up. There also I picked up a couple more, another PlayStation game, V-Rally. So picked that up. I'm not sure if it came with a manual, but the disc's in there. And once again the case not in great condition, but these cases break pretty easily. Another PlayStation 1 game I picked up was Spec Ops. Case again not in great condition, manual in there though this time, and the disc is in pretty good condition, so I was happy with that. Another PlayStation 1 game that I picked up that I was happy to get, unfortunately it's missing the manual and it's not in the original case, and I think this is why people passed it over, because it's in the Big Bass Fishing PlayStation 1 case, and that's the original Grand Theft Auto on the PlayStation 1. So I was happy to pick that up. Hopefully I'll pick up the case and the manual somewhere down the line. Also picked up for the PlayStation 2 Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So I was happy with that. Manual's in there, so give that a play later. Picked up another PlayStation game. This one, it's in the thin CD case. The front cover was ripped. I thought this was like a photocopy or something, but it's Crash Bandicoot just in time. So it's got the manual in there, it's got the disc in there, but unfortunately the manual's ripped. So maybe I'll come across the manual, a better copy of the manual. Also picked up a PlayStation 3 game just to throw something different in, and that was God of War 3. So these are starting to turn up in recycling centres and in garage sales and that, so, and thrift stores and op shops. So they're getting a bit cheaper. So I picked that one up as well. Another game I picked up for the Xbox while I was out at the green shed was Call of Duty 2 on the original Xbox. So I was happy with that. Comes with manual, everything. So I picked that one. Another games that are just starting to pop up is a Wii U game. For the first time I did spot a Wii U in the first green shed I went to, which I haven't seen before, and this is the first Wii U game I've come across in an op shop or a recycling centre. So I'd say they're going to start making a appearance at those places. So if you got a Wii U or you're starting to collect for the Wii U, that could be a good place to find cheap Wii games. Even though this, I think eBay Games sells this for like $8 or something like that. I probably paid $5 for it, which I thought was a bit pricey, but I don't set the prices. Another PlayStation 2 game I picked up that I've never heard of was World War II Soldier. So if anyone's played this before or knows much about it, leave a comment below and tell me all about it. Right, I picked up a Xbox 360 game as well while I was there, and that's Connect Joyride. I just recently got a Xbox 360 for Christmas, and so I've only played the Xbox 360 a few times at a friend's place. So looking forward to having some fun with that. Another PlayStation 2 game I picked up at the Green Shed was Peter Pan, The Legend of Neverland. Also never played this, never heard of it. Don't know if it's a good game or not, but I thought I'd give it a go. I like to collect the unusual. Right, so getting back into a few more PlayStation 3 games. I picked up Gran Turismo 5, and another good find was Call of Duty 3 Modern Warfare. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Almost brand new. Looks like whoever bought this hardly used it. Came with disc, manual. Disc is in flawless condition, so I was happy with that. Not a huge first-person shooter, but now I'm starting to get the series. I might sit down one day and play all of them and see how I go. Another thing I picked up is for the Xbox 360 was Fallout New Vegas. Manual and discs in there in almost flawless condition. Probably just needs a bit of a clean, but they should work fine. Also picked up, once again, rookie mistake, did not check the cases. If you're going to go through a store and picking up retro games from recycling centres, make sure all the discs and the manuals are there. So once again, didn't realise till I got back to where I live and got the manual, got the second disc, don't have the first disc. So hopefully I might come across it again. This case is a bit broken, but rookie mistake again, like I said, should have checked the case. Another game I picked up mainly for my wife's Sims collection. She's not really keen on this one, but I just thought, if you're going to collect, you might as well try to get the series. So I got The Sims Medieval It's a standalone PC game. Doesn't really go with The Sims or any of The Sims. So just a bit of fun, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, let us know in comments below if you like this game, this Sims version or not. Another game I haven't played before but I'm looking forward to trying is Wings of War. Once again picked up at the Green Shed. For the original Xbox. I love, when I was a kid with the Amiga we had Wings, and me and my mates used to play that all the time, so I'm hoping this is something similar, and look forward to giving it a go. Once again, intact, manual and disc, so, and disc is in pretty good condition, so excellent. Another two Xbox games I picked up were, I think it's pronounced Tack, I think it's pronounced Tack, but I got Tack 1 and 2. 2 is missing the manual, but this one here is complete. So I'm not sure if that's 1 and 2 or could be 2 and 3. I haven't looked into this, so I picked up those. Also, running out of room here on the table, I picked up Indiana Jones and the Original Adventures on the PS2. Couple of finds. I don't really collect the gaming figurines and stuff like that. My space is limited. It's either the games or collecting figurines. I do have a few, but I couldn't pass this up. I was had gone through all the retro games, and what I like to do is then go searching all the shelving, because people pick things up, change their mind, put it down. Different staff don't realise it's connected with this or that. So walking around the shelves, and I came across Yoshi. The tongue sticks out. So that's pretty much everything from the Green Shed. The next day I then went to op shopping with my cousin, and so a couple of things we picked up there. I picked up, believe it or not, the next day after finding Yoshi, I picked up 2 Marios. I'm assuming they're from the same line. They look like the same build and everything, so I've got them for 50 cents each, so that was a steal. So one of the other things I picked up there was I picked up Gran Turismo for the PlayStation 2. This one I got from Vinnies there. It's in pretty bad condition, the casing and that. So I'm assuming this is it's a BMX game. I'm assuming he's a famous BMX rider. I don't know. Haven't been to BMXs since I was 10 years old. So discs there, no manual. I think that's just some kind of catalogue for you to have a look at. Upcoming games. I'll put this in a better case later on. So the case is pretty destroyed. The other thing that I picked up was a NDS case for $1. So pretty good condition. Probably should cover that person's name. Pretty good condition. Didn't really need it, but NDSs, the original NDSs, sometimes I see them at garage sales for near nothing, so might have a case for it. So I travelled to my next location, which was down the coast of New South Wales, and hit the thrift stores there and the recycling centre. So some of the things I found, would have loved to got the big box with it, was the Sims again for my wife. As you know, I thought I'd pick this up because it was I think they only got it for $1, and it was in flawless condition. I thought, well, if we find the box later on and the game's not there, this is a great game, or if the game's in the box, might not be in as good as condition as this, so I picked this up. I also picked up for $1 another PlayStation Thin game. This is Mike Tyson Boxing. Everything's there. I don't know if it came with a manual or not, but it's got the disc, so I'll give that a try later. Another thing I picked up was You Draw Studio Instant Art, and U-Draw for the Nintendo Wii. Don't have the tablet, but for $1.50 each, I thought, you never know, I come across Wii stuff all the time. I don't know how popular the U-Draw was. I don't know if anyone actually, I don't know anyone that's actually got one or used one when the Wii was very popular, but I thought, why not? $3 for the two, can't pass that up. I've got some more PlayStation 2 games. I picked up Elite Force, Star Trek Elite Force for the PlayStation 2, Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time for the PlayStation 2. I also picked up Champions Return to Arms for the PlayStation 2, and Spy Hunter. I need to try this one. I did check it. It has a bit of a scratch on it. I'm hoping it's not too terrible. So it's got a bit of a scratch on it, but I think it should still play fine. Yeah, I was pretty stoked to find that. I loved Spy Hunter when I was a kid, the original, and yeah, I haven't tried the PlayStation 2 version, so I'm looking forward to that. Another great find that I found was Sports of Kings. Now this is for the Commodore 64, so it's a tape game for the Commodore 64. Once again, always check unusual places. Like I found this along the audio tapes, so a great pickup. I already had this, but I thought I couldn't leave it there because it'd probably just get thrown out. Also picked up at the thrift store down the coast was PC Games, and at the recycling centre down the coast of Australia, I found a PlayStation 1. I wouldn't say it was a manual, but it's got recommended games. I think I do remember when somebody I know brought a PlayStation 1 brand new, and this was the book that was in it. So I just thought I'd pick that up to put with my PlayStation. Okay, so these I've got a small set of stuff that was gifted to me by my cousin. He gave me Police Quest SWAT 2. I did see the box version, a small box version of this at the Greens Recycling Centre, but I left it there because the everything was missing out of it. And I'm trying to get away. I don't want to collect the little boxes. I want to just stick to big boxes, even though I've got a few little boxes there. And so I got that for the PC. Gave me that. He also gave me Mega Man X6 for the PlayStation. This is its original case. Unfortunately, the cover's missing, the manual's missing, but I've got the back bit. So I got that given to me. This is the manual for Resident Evil 2. I do have the game, but don't have the case. A PlayStation version of Xena Warrior. He gave me that. Gave me, I'm not sure what's in this one. I never have. So I've got a copy of Destruction Derby. So, hang on. Gave me a copy of Destruction Derby. Ninja Shadow of Darkness for the PS1, and a demo disc, I'm assuming came with the PS1 when you brought it. Also have the manual for the PS1 version of Gauntlet. Also got I've got Resident Evil 3 on the PlayStation 2. And The Mummy Returns, I think. Yeah, The Mummy Returns for the PlayStation 2. And he also gave me another cheat book, PC cheat book, and a stack of manuals to go with PlayStation 2 games. Got through all those, but I haven't finished yet. I've left the best for last. So, over the week, I've been travelling, thrift storing, picking up things, visited 3 cities, I suppose that's cities these days, visited 3 cities. These now are the the pick of the bunch of things that I found. Let's start off with the recycling centre down the coast I went to. Found these 3 PlayStation 3 games. I got a Tiger Woods PGA Tour 13, another Tiger Woods, this is 08, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. These are flawless. These look like somebody had purchased them, put them in a cupboard, something's happened, and they got dumped at the tip. Unbelievable price. $1 for all 3. Pretty stoked with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. $1 for all these in pristine condition. The next find was the first find that I found when I went to the Green Shed in Canberra, and that was a game pack for the Commodore 64. It's got 6 games, once again flawless condition. Whoever bought this looked like they brought it, put it in the cupboard, forgot about it, took it to the tip, and now it's mine. So I'm pretty happy with that. The next find that I found was an op shop in Queanbeyan, and this one again is for my wife's collection of the Sims game, and that's a big box expansion for the Sims Vacation. Everything in it, beautiful, $5, very happy, so got that. So the next one, not really my sort of thing, but it was an unopened big box cosmetic cosmopolitan makeup kit thing. You take photos and you can do all sorts of photo things. Not sort of my thing, but unusual and big box and pretty much dirt cheap. So I got that. Next one was a Sierra board games one. I bought one in the deluxe version, I think it was called. Yeah, the 18 board games Holly. So I picked, this is an unsealed, this is completely sealed, never been opened. Got this at the Green Shed, so completely sealed, unopened, so I was pretty happy with that. And the best find out of everything was an unsealed big box of the original Sims. This is all intact, sealed, never opened, been that way for 17 years. I don't know where it came from, but I'm quite glad that they didn't open it and they took it to the tip, because now it's in our collection. Well, that's it for this video. That was a massive haul that I got. So if you'd like to visit some of these places, it's a great place to pick up stuff, and also to it's a great thing for the environment to recycle things that people don't want. So I'll leave a description to where the green sheds are and the recycling centre on the south coast. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so you get notified when I make more videos. Also, leave a comment below if there's something in there that you were excited to see that I picked up, or maybe you could suggest somewhere I might visit on my next holidays to do some retro and thrift store shopping. So once again, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.